This is A-Game, fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So today we are talking about Miss Yaya Mayweather and her recent issues, and then we're going to go into my perspective. So what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to read this article to you guys, and then we will be back with my perspective. Okay. So Yaya Mayweather, or Yaya Mayweather, is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and it says she's facing up to 20 years in prison for assault. Yaya Mayweather joins Cardi B as public figures who are facing years behind bars. Jasmine Brand reports Mayweather is facing 20 years behind bars for the stabbing of NBA YoungBoy's baby mother, Lapattra Jacobs. The attack on Jacobs resulted in multiple serious injuries. This past January, Mayweather and YoungBoy had their first child together. The baby boy was the 7th overall for YoungBoy. Before the birth of their son, the couple called it quits. Since then, Yaya seemed to be hung up over the rapper for a while. However, the boxing legend's daughter took to her Instagram Live to share that she's the happiest she's ever been before. Additionally, she admits that she loves being a mother. In a recording of the Instagram Live, Yaya looks visibly happy and radiant while gushing about being a mother. Kendra Jr. can be heard in the background. How's mom life? It's amazing. So good. I love being a mother. Yaya raved while answering a fan question. Continuing on, she goes on to say, I'm honestly the happiest I've ever been. Like ever. It's just amazing. Pausing for a moment, she reads through comments on the live, choosing to ignore negativity people projected in the live stream. YoungBoy is currently behind bars himself, as his bond was denied, and he will remain in jail until his trial, according to Complex. He is considered too dangerous to be released following his multiple charges of gun possession in Louisiana. YoungBoy is a danger to the community, and no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of any other person and the community, the court documents read. During the bond hearing, Judge Scott D. Johnson highlighted the past crimes committed by YoungBoy and the chase he led police on prior to his arrest. In March, YoungBoy was transferred to FBI custody under LAPD. After the LAPD pulled him over, LAPD and federal authorities attempted to pull over NBA YoungBoy on an outstanding federal warrant, leading to a pursuit before YoungBoy hopped out and attempted to run from the officers. A K-9 unit assisted in finding him. Inside the car that YoungBoy abandoned was a firearm. Okay, so I'm actually going to read another article, one more article, and then we're really going to get into this because the articles say slightly different things. So let me go ahead. All right. So Yaya Mayweather's rocky legal woes may have just gotten worse. The daughter of boxing heavyweight Floyd Mayweather could potentially face up to 20 years in prison for alleged involvement in the stabbing of NBA YoungBoy's baby mother, Lapattra Jacobs. The startling news surfaced back in April 2020 after Yaya and Jacobs got into a heated altercation involving YoungBoy, with whom Yaya also shares a child. The mother of one's pretrial hearing has reportedly been scheduled for February 2022, according to the Neighborhood Talk. Yaya was hit with an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge following the incident. Jacobs has been mum regarding the court case, but earlier this year, she took to social media to share a few videos of the injuries she sustained during the alleged scuffle with Yaya. It's unclear as to whether she and YoungBoy currently have any romantic involvement. Yaya, on the other hand, has been completely head over heels for the rapper, despite his track record of having multiple children with several other women. In January of this year, the celebrity child welcomed her first child, Kendra Jr., with the star. Shortly after a social media video of Yaya professing her love for the rapper began making its rounds across the internet, Yaya claimed the two were going to get married and that they were still together amid both their controversial court cases. She also defended YoungBoy in a few posts on Instagram using the hashtag #FreeKentrail. The rapper has been locked up over the past year for federal weapon charges stemming from his arrest in Baton Rouge. According to Hot New Hip Hop, YoungBoy is currently asking the court to let him wait out his pre-trial days under house arrest in Utah with a mentor who will monitor him as he waits for the court to schedule a trial date. No word on if his request will be granted. Now, why am I talking about Miss Yaya Mayweather? The reason why I'm talking about her is this. See, this is a girl that has been born in luxury. Her father is Floyd Mayweather, a boxing legend. Okay. He has made millions upon millions of dollars over the course of his career. Let me check real quick because I'm going to look for his net worth. We're going to take a look at Floyd Mayweather's net worth. Real quick search. This was reported in 2017. His reported net worth was $340 million. Let's see if I can find something more update. According to this, as of 2021, his net worth is an estimated $450 million. Okay. All right. So we have an extremely wealthy man, very famous man, who has several children, Yaya being one of them. And she has the same kind of chaos that a so-called hood chick would have. Let's list them off. She a baby mama, which means that she's unmarried, yet has a child with NBA YoungBoy, who's just as chaotic because he got several kids with several women, baby mamas, okay? She's violent. She doesn't have any conflict resolution at all. She got into that last year with that girl because I do believe that I did a video about it. And she got into like an argument and they got into a fight and she stabbed that girl in the arm. Now, this young girl was not like, her life wasn't threatened. It wasn't like she ever went into critical condition or anything. So to be facing such a time, 20 years in prison, possibly for that injury, that assault is a little interesting. And I'm pretty sure she probably not gonna do that time, even if she does some fines or some kind of time with it. But 20 years is a little interesting for it not to have resulted in that girl even really being seriously hospitalized. And I'm not minimizing the attack. I'm just saying 20 years usually happens when you kill somebody, you know, or you came close to. So she's violent. She's masculine because she's doing all of this fighting. I don't know why these black girls and black women are always looking to violence and fighting as part and parcel of what they're willing to do to resolve something. Like, none of that is feminine. That is not at all how feminine women resolve conflict with each other. Okay? And not to mention, her 5 internal values are very low or non-existent. See, if you want to talk about why Yaya Mayweather, who has grown up in the luxury that her father has afforded, the life that her father has afforded her, and she know who her father is, It's not like she's estranged. It's not like they never knew. It's not like he didn't have some influence in her life growing up. There is not like that at all. But yet, this Black girl who grew up in wealth, who grew up knowing who her father is, interacting with who her father is under the same BS that the so-called hood chick, low-level chick that didn't have her father, grew up in poverty, grew up in the hood, grew up without direction, grew up with no leadership, grew up with no SOS. She's turning out the same way as these girls out here in the hood turn out. Now, how do they turn out that way? See, when you are part of the lost value system, this is what happens. I told you in the last video that it cranks out the same kind of female. What I need people to understand is that having those external values only does not prevent the decline. It doesn't prevent anything. This is why this is the losing value system. Not only is it a lost value system, it's the losing value system. Because what has she been taught? Who gave her a value system? What value system did Yaya learn? What did she learn? She could not have learned anything from the 10 life values with this type of chaos and foolishness going on in her life. But if we are to believe the lost value system and we are to believe that money is a cure-all for everything, and if you got money and all of this type of stuff, then you don't have these problems, this should prove that you are sadly mistaken if that's what you think. Because having wealth, being able to have leisure, being able to live off of the fruits of her father's profession, she wouldn't have wanted for anything if she wanted to go to, college or university and specialize in this, that, or whatever her education level she wanted to be. I'm pretty sure Floyd would have funded that like he funded everything else with her and his children. Mobility up the wazoo. Well, not if she go to jail. Okay? All this afforded off of her father's hard work. Yet her value system isn't any better and is not doing her any more favors than any of these other chicks. She's still running around out here popping kids. This young woman is a whole mother looking at possible prison time. What's supposed to happen to her child? What's supposed to happen to that little boy whose father is already behind bars? Who's gonna raise? See, she's continuing these generational curses, despite the fact of having wealth and actually being grown up in that situation. This is not a girl that had to come through a whole bunch of poverty and come on. No, she didn't. Knock it off. Yet she's having the same situation. No loving support. Where's the support system in her family that stops her from even going down this path? Baby, how are you pregnant by this man that done got a whole bunch of other women pregnant too, and y'all not married? Why are you even involved with him to this extent, baby? Who's teaching her? They ain't told her the truth about how she ain't supposed to be. She's not even supposed to be in them kind of circles, but she is. Ain't no peace. But I thought when you have money, you're supposed to have all of this stuff. I thought when you have money, that the internal values don't matter. Well, they matter a whole lot when you're a young mother that ain't married, that's facing jail time, and the father of your child is already behind bars. There's no peace in that home. Where was the peace in that dwelling? Who taught her how to make a home? Who taught her all of this? She was sitting not in a situation of poverty where she couldn't concentrate on being taught her femininity and being taught how to be a woman. Who dropped the ball? See, Floyd Mayweather didn't give her this a good value system either, because he lived under the lost value system. So of course, his children are gonna be having that mindset. They're not gonna do anything any better. They're going to perpetuate generational curses because all of them live under the lost value system. All of them. Who gonna tell her any better? They haven't told her no better yet. Nobody has sat that girl down and put these values inside of her. This is what it is to live under the lost value system, whether you have money or not. So do me a favor and sound off in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this topic. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am your host of Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.